Right now I'm using satellite images from NOAA. Website name is www.ssd.noaa.gov, and it's showing two areas of interest right now. Here is Tropical Storm Humberto, or what's left of it, Post-Tropical Cyclone Humberto. And this little feature here is still unnamed and has not even been given an invest. But if you look slowly, you can see a little circulation right here, right there. See a little circulation. Now thunderstorms are getting correlated with that circulation. I think that this thing has a fairly good chance of development, and you could see a bit of a swirl in here, a low-level swirl. You can see right here, this low-level circulation right here. I was tracking this since it was over here. It still has not been given an invest, but I'm giving this a 30 to 40% chance of development over the next 2 days, as I think this, you can see there's little to no shear here, and there's a lot of shear here. There's a big upper-level disturbance here. There's another upper-level disturbance here. See, there's two areas of extreme shear. Here, here, and there's some more shear over here. So, and there's little to no shear here. Very little shear in this area right here. And you can see the general movement of this storm is, or system is, towards the northwest. I think it's going to become a named storm by midweek, if it does not encounter any more hostile environment. You can see the general flow is here. You can see right here. You can see easterly winds here. You can see there's westerly winds right here. There is definitely a surface circulation right here. I still don't know if it's actually going to become a storm, but you can see this big flare-up of convection right around the center of circulation. And this is now, even though this is a tropical storm symbol on it, it's a post-tropical cyclone. As you can see, it's going to go extratropical, then it might become a tropical system again, if it does not get sheared up by this system here. Surface sea temperatures are very conducive for tropical development. You can see 29 degrees Celsius, that's about 84, 85 degrees, very warm. And you can see here 30 degrees Celsius, that's 86. And this system is much more favorable conditions than this system right here. And now we have to worry about Ingrid, which is a much more powerful system. And the next named storm after Ingrid will be Janet, will be J, I think. Yeah, Janet. Will be Tropical Storm Janet, I think. I'm going to go to google.com and look up 2013 Atlantic hurricane season. See what. I'm going to lifescience.com and it'll show you all the storms that have been named. Yeah, sorry. Jerry. The name will be Jerry. See? Sorry, it's not going to be Janet. It's going to be Jerry. This is the same name that they used in the 1995 season. Olga was the replacement for Opal after Opal devastated the Florida Panhandle in 1995. But they still use the name Tanya. And however, these are the names that they use also in the 2001 Atlantic hurricane season and the 2007. However, this was Felix before, because Felix and D was Dean. We had a D storm, but I'll show you more loops. And this is an upper level disturbance. This is a surface low. And this is through weatherunderground.com. I will give you the Gulf of Mexico visible. Look at, this is Tropical Storm Ingrid. What is soon to become Hurricane Ingrid later today or tomorrow. It's already 70-mile-an-hour storm. There's already These are wind gusts. These are counties, of course. These are tropical points. I'm gonna show. See, it's gonna become a Category 1. I don't think it's gonna stay at a Category 1. I think that Ingrid actually might become a Category 2 hurricane before it makes landfall in Mexico. And about that storm in the just north of and about that storm in the Atlantic, I think it's going to cause a lot of problems later in the week. Like, I don't know if it's going to become a hurricane or if it's even going to become named, but either way, it's going to cause problems for shipping lanes. See, there is no invest for the storm. It is only Ingrid and Humberto. And see, now it's post-tropical cyclone Humberto. And there's nothing more for the Atlantic. I still think that, see, that's the storm. That's future Jerry. Future Jerry's right here. This is Ingrid, and this is Humberto right here. So there's 3 systems to watch in the Atlantic. Ingrid, future Jerry, and Humberto. Humberto is going to move out to sea, and it actually some models depict it becoming a hurricane later. 5-day forecast. It once again regaining tropical status and actually becoming a hurricane. Once it curves back out, surprisingly, it becomes a hurricane further to the north. And the models are depicting a big storm heading for Iceland and potentially to the northern parts of the British Isles. One model actually suggesting it might actually hook around and head right towards the Azores. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the Azores. Bermuda's here. Bahamas, Jersey, New York. That's Greenland. The southern tip of Greenland's right here. In the end, I think future Jerry will, in fact, become Jerry. That's why I'm calling it future Jerry. Ingrid will probably cause terrible flooding rains to Mexico because of the high terrain, and I think there will be pretty substantial coastal flooding, storm surge flooding. For the southern tip of southern Texas, there'll probably be some coastal flooding. There'll probably be severe coastal flooding for areas just north of the landfall. And I think there will be at least 90-mile-an-hour winds with the storm as it makes landfall. I think it's going to be either a strong Category 1 or weak Category 2 hurricane. And the future Jerry. I think future Jerry, I'm giving it, over the next week, I'm giving it an 80% chance of development. 80 to 100%. I'm very sure it's going to develop. Because the upper level disturbance is moving away, and the other upper level disturbance is also moving away, opening the path of warm water. Opening the path of little to no wind shear for that circulation. And I'm also going to go to water vapor imagery to show you how moist how much moisture is available. I'm going to show you central water vapor, Northwest Atlantic water vapor. That should give us a good description over whether that area is favorable or unfavorable for tropical development. Unfortunately, I can't get a loop right now, so I'll give you the North Atlantic water vapor. There we go, flash. I'll give you the flash version because there is some dry air, but it's not too bad. See, there's a big flare up of convection, you can see. There's a pretty big flare up of convection. This image, of course, is courtesy of NOAA. Big flare up of convection, but you can see it's being sheared away. See, there's a big upper level disturbance here. And there's a trough right here. You can see the big trough here. So there's a good chance that this storm will, as it forms, it will just be sent out to sea. And you'll see through fronts where this front is, right here. And there's an upper level disturbance here. You'll see the upper level winds. There is an upper level disturbance here, but you can see complete calm right here. No wind shear whatsoever. Just look at that. If that system moves into this area, you'll be talking about one heck of a explosive development there. And you see little to no dry areas here, just not too dry, not too wet. You'll have probably moderate to strong development, and you might actually even get a minimal hurricane out of this. I wouldn't be surprised if this actually develops into something big. And the mid-latitude winds, there's a mid-level disturbance circulation right here. In the end, I think Ingrid will, I mean not Ingrid, Jerry, the future tropical storm Jerry will probably, I'm going to give it over the next 5 days, I'm giving it a 50 to 60% chance of development. Oh, and over the next week, 80 to 100% chance of development. I think I would not be surprised if this becomes a depression or named storm by Monday or Tuesday. Today's Saturday. They will probably give this an invest either later today or tomorrow. They might even name it a depression by late Sunday or early Monday. I mean, if the development does persist around the thunderstorms. Well, that's all for now for the tropics. And, well, hope you stay tuned. And we have two big areas to watch. Ingrid and future Humberto. Future Jerry, sorry. Thank you for watching and stay safe.